I I have seen the new views I'm getting. A year ago, I had about 15 or 16 videos of myself using power banks to see, if I plug in my lamp to this power bank, will it work? If I plug in my radio, will it work? I was only testing a product I already bought, but my highest views on any of those videos was only like 60. And the lowest was like zero, and there were never any comments. Like maybe one person commented twice, but that was about it. So I changed the product I'm testing. I'm not testing the power banks anymore. I will do different information about power banks another time if it is valuable information. At the time that I started the power banks, it was interesting because we had Hurricane Helene, and there were many people that lost their whole house and were living in little, SUVs and stuff like that, and they would have needed a power bank. And I really wanted to get the message out there of, if your house is gone and you're living in your SUV while you wait for an answer from FEMA, if you do get this power bank, I wanted people to know what it was capable of. And I can't test it on a baby bottle warmer if I don't have one, but I can at least test it on things I do own just to give people the idea. If you're going to pay $400 for something, you want to know what it's actually capable of first. And I was doing that as a service. I was not paid by the power bank company to do that. Now we're in a different crossroads. I'm not testing power banks today. I am testing this Suno song thing. I chat in chat rooms, and I have more than one chat room that I go to. And many of the chatters are making these AI songs. Trust me, their videos are way better than mine. Some of their links are in the description on some of my other videos. They're little hidden Easter eggs you can find. Um, but I wanted to see for myself how difficult is it to use this, and I picked Suno. Other people pick different ones. There's different ways to go about it. Um, all of my test songs are available on this channel and my Marcy P channel, which there's links to that in different descriptions on here too. I have two channels. People wonder, why does she have two? I have two because YouTube will only let you post a certain number of videos per day. And one day or 2 days in a row, I had been on drugs, okay, because I just had surgery and I wasn't supposed to exercise. And I was determined I wasn't going to let myself exercise. And so I ran out of the allowed videos and I opened a new channel just to be allowed. Now, of course, all my chat friends told me, hey, look, we're getting bleep, 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 bleep every time you post something. Can you knock it off? And I'm like, oops, I forgot. I forgot people's phones do that. I feel like an idiot now. So, if you like the songs I've made, you can go ahead and subscribe to my channel. If you want to see more of the ones on this channel that are just different lyrics, that's the Marcy P. There's not identical songs, but it's the Suno thing. Um, Subscribing isn't required to, my stuff is out there. I'm not really, see, in the 80s when I was a teenager, we didn't all beg each other to like ourselves. We made fun of people who did that. Like, so I see these videos on YouTube where they'll like and subscribe, like and subscribe. When I was 16, if somebody came up to me and said, please like me, I would have thought they were, insecure. But the thing about the subscribing on the YouTube is if you're making a lot of content, if you do need to get paid for it, you have to have commercials. And they won't even let you have commercials until you have subscribers. So that's the only thing. I'm doing the favor of testing the AI music so people can see where the mistakes are. You'll see which words are not pronounced correctly. Um, but by me testing this for you and providing a lot of hip hop that is not based on drugs, sex, and gun violence. That the songs today in the hip hop category that are aimed at 12-year-olds should not always be what they are. So I've tried to do family drama hip hop where I'm fighting with my sister about something silly, or something to do with healthcare or something. This so that if your 12-year-old is learning a song, it's not always about that big butt and all this stuff. But if you like that idea, then go ahead and subscribe. If you don't like it, then don't. But I will warn, do not have the notifications on. And I know I'm weird because everybody else says quit the notifications. Do not do that. Because if I have a moment where I'm not supposed to exercise for medical reasons, my non exercise activity is posting bling, 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 and your phone will be beeping you out while you're in the middle of work or at an appointment. So if you just turn off them notifications, it won't be such a hassle. Um, you know, I didn't start YouTube to get likes and subscribes. I didn't do it to get income. I did not even know people could get money this way when I started. I just really wanted to show my frivolous nonsense where I bought this crazy product and does it work? And power banks were it for like a year. And this year, Suno is it. Another time, I will buy something else that's totally crazy, and people might want to know, does it work the way they say it does? Because if it doesn't, why have everybody waste their money for it? And I'm not doing reviews for companies. I know someone that does that where they mail her things for her to try and give a review. I don't want corporation to tell me what I'm buying or even give me things for free. I have a 2-room apartment. I don't want a bunch of crap I don't like. So instead, I buy the real thing I really bought, and then I'll tell you what it is. And because of that, I'm limited to show and tell based on what's actually here. But if you do like that idea, I love all the views. I have 1,000 views on one particular song. That broke my heart. I was like, there's that many people that enjoy that. Maybe I should give a message, for what I'm up to over here. I'm just seeing, can AI make music that's appropriate for families? And can AI pronounce the words correctly? And what are the obstacles? Which the obstacles should be evident. If the video shows the lyrics while you're hearing it, you'll see the obstacles yourself. And you are paying for Suno. Suno is free to an extent, but if you want to own your own copyright on the songs you write, you have to pay a certain fee. I pay for it, so I own my own copyright. But in the Suno company, if you use the free version, if your song makes money, the money belongs to Suno. So I thought people should at least be aware of what you're getting into with this.